Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Beyond Uncontained. Yes, I know. Before you guys say anything, I know I haven't been doing it in a while. I've kind of been dropping the ball. One, I've been sleeping a lot, and two, I just really haven't had the drive to, kind of want to do stuff like this. Let's see. Last time I did Wayne, it was pre-Revolution, so I'll really briefly talk about that. Revolution did happen a couple weeks ago. Actually, this is March 30th. This is March 31st. This is going to be going out. So literally tomorrow, Saturday, April 1st, is day one of WrestleMania and the NXT matinee stand and deliver. So there's that. Well, I'm going to real quickly talk about Revolution. The only thing of note was really Bryan Danielson and MJF absolutely putting on a fucking masterclass of a 60-minute plus Iron Man match. I mean, that was really it. Pretty much really it of Revolution. That's like the only thing talking about now with AEW is that, Bryan Danielson took some time away. The Blackpool Combat Club is now heel. So is Bryan Danielson. That entire faction is heel. That is completely the right move. FTR is finally back after a well-deserved break for a couple months. So that was nice to see. Of course, they're feeding with the guns, and it's going to be like, if we can't win, we'll quit or whatever. I'll be like, pretty sure Triple H would like to have a tag team like that back in his services. After all, why not? Now, here's the question with that is they're probably still under contract with AEW for all we know. So, there's that. So, let's get on to this week has been a very busy week for WWE fans as it is WrestleMania weekend. A lot of shit happens this week. We had the go home show for Raw that happened Monday, which I did not watch at all because usually I'm not going to sit my ass in a chair or a couch and watch Raw for 3 hours. I won't do it. I'll probably scroll through it on Twitter and be like, okay, I want to see what's happening on Raw, this week. Oh, Solo Sikoa finally lost his first singles match on the main roster in NXT. That's good, even though. But you're probably wondering, but Tommy, he lost. Yes, I get that. Sometimes when a wrestler loses, it's sometimes a good thing for him and sometimes not a bad. Sometimes it could be a very bad thing if they lose. But sometimes when they lose, it gives them more credibility to be like, okay, they're not perfect. So there's that. This is going out on a Friday, so I don't know what to expect on SmackDown. The one thing that they are very heavily promoting is Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns will go face to face for the final time until Sunday for the main event of night 2 of WrestleMania. One thing I love about the approach of what they're doing for said match is they're not letting them fight like they've done with previous feuds, like Royal Rumble winner challenges the champion feud like that. They're doing the old school approach, and I love it. Like, just let them they can be in the same ring together as long as they don't fight. That's fine with that. But they're going with the old school approach of making sure that the actual fighting happens on Sunday. Main event for the titles is the perfect way to do it. They should be doing that. I feel like this is the blueprint for when Cody wins. Yes, spoiler alert. I'm predicting Cody Rhodes is going to win this match, by the way. How long this match will go? Great question. But yeah, when Cody wins, I feel like when he starts feuding with other wrestlers, that's how it should be, where they really won't. They'll go face to face with each other, maybe do vignettes or promos and all that, but not fight unless something happens and all that stuff. Someone says something about something, then that's somewhat reasonable. But the way they've been doing it, it's been perfect. It's going to be a very busy weekend for me. One is that I have to work this weekend, so I will not be able to watch any of the Mania stuff. This is, like I said, this is going to be mostly a predictions um edition of like WrestleMania stuff. Probably sometime next week I'll watch both nights and give my thoughts on it. But yeah, so the one show I am probably going to be able to watch is NXT Stand and Deliver, which is just the Saturday, like literally the little appetizer before the main course on Saturday night. So get this. I read a tweet today, or the other day, Thursday, during the opening day game for the Kansas City Royals, which, spoiler alert, they lost and we're probably going to suck again. We'll talk more about that on Big Time Talkers when it comes out, I believe, on Wednesday. So there's that. Um, I saw a tweet that said call time, like for wrestlers and production and all that, for them to show up. Since this is an afternoon show, I believe it starts at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time or 12 o'clock. I don't know. But the call time for the wrestlers and everyone to be there is 6 o'clock in the morning. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I work overnights. So by the time 6 o'clock rolls around, it's a shift change. So I'm still wide awake. But for them, I find that downright hilarious. Then again, it is like a afternoon. I guess it technically is a matinee show, but I don't know. The matches that are going to be on this card are the NXT Women's Championship ladder match, the um, NXT North American title ladder match, um, and then Carmelo Hayes versus Braun Breaker for the NXT Championship. I only said those three because those are really the only how do I put it? Matches of worth, because Roxanne is finally back after dealing with some injury or being written off TV for some injury. I don't know what the deal is with that, but she was written off TV for like a bit to deal with something. Even like a lot of the people like Sean Ross and like Dave Meltzer and all that really didn't know why she was written off TV. My best guess is she was probably trying to treat a nagging injury that she had, and this was like the best course of action to write her off, to like rehabilitate it or give her time off to rest and not aggravate said injury. Who knows? But yeah, those are like the only three matches of note. Now, who do I think is going to win the women's ladder match? It's got to be Roxanne, right? It has to be. It has to be Roxanne. I mean, to be fair, in the promo when she was talking to um, HBK, she's like, "Give me a chance to get the title that I never lost." Because remember, they had to, when she was written off, they had to, technically um, strip her of the title, and they had to make this an interim match. Now it's just an actual, ladder match to defend her title and whatever. I think Roxanne's gonna win it. I just think that. I mean, I think they're gonna have that belt on her for a bit. Now, will it be like Mandy Rose? Will it be a Mandy Rose situation? Probably not, with how Gigi and all Toxic Attraction, them breaking up, could make an interesting feud, especially if you throw the title in the mix. You could do a Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa with that. If they do it correctly. That's the problem. That's the one concern I would have if they feud with each other, is like, you got to make sure you make it almost like Johnny and Tommaso. That feud was amazing. Let's try and do it with the women this time. Let me pull up the North American NXT stand. Also, I'm trying something different. I'm not recording this on my phone. I'm recording this on my laptop through some online voice recorder. Hopefully it saves this, because if it doesn't, I'm going to cry. So let's see. NXT stand and deliver card. So there's obviously the NXT Championship between Braun Breaker and Carmelo Hayes. Now, I'm going to give my prediction on that. Let's be honest. This match has been a very, and I mean very, long time coming. So, Braun Breaker, I don't know how long he's had the title for, but I think I think he's gonna do the job. I think Carmelo Hayes is going to win the NXT title. I think Braun is ready for the main roster. I really do, because this will go into a prediction that I have for both nights of WrestleMania, and technically, I guess the night after the Raw after Mania. So I'll get into that in a second. So I have Carmelo Hayes winning the NXT title, and I have something happening with Braun Breaker post NXT Stand and Deliver. I'll get into that in a second. So the the North American ladder match, consisted of Wesley, and I think he had like 4 other opponents of his choosing, and those opponents are Dragon Lee, Axiom, JD McDonough, and Ilya Dragunov. I ain't gonna lie, this match is gonna fuck. This match will be fucking. Other than the women's ladder match in Braun Breaker versus Carmelo Hayes, this match is gonna fuck. This match will be hella good. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that there's an unsanctioned match between Grayson Waller and Johnny Gargano. I really hope Johnny Gargano wins. I really do. I don't know why. I just don't like Grayson Waller. I mean, to be fair, if I say that, he's doing some really well character work to be a heel, so he's doing something right in my book. But really, it'd be hilarious, to see Johnny win. But that's like really so here's the other matches. The NXT Women's Tag Team Championship match, Kiana James and Fallon Henley versus Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. I don't know who's gonna win this match. I guess Isla Dawn and Alba Fire will. There's an winner gets control of Chase U. So I'd like to take note that I don't really watch NXT a lot. So there's some certain matches here that I'm gonna be confused and be like, okay, this makes sense. Most likely this one, the winner gets control of Chase U versus it's the Schism versus Chase U and Tyler Bate. So there's that. I guess the Schism will win this. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I don't watch NXT. I like occasionally check on Twitter if I'm like not doing anything, or if I'm doing something. I'll be like, I wonder what NXT is doing today. And I'll be like, oh, okay. So there's that. So yeah. I might like record something after Stand and Deliver is over. Maybe that's a big maybe. I don't know. Probably not. But hey, who knows? So let's get into the big boy. Let's talk about WrestleMania, the best time of the year. WrestleMania in LA this year in SoFi Stadium. I saw what the state. Well, first of all, let's acknowledge that they are finally bringing back the original gray steel Hell in a Cell. Finally, we're not seeing that ugly red box anymore. Thank God. So, night 1. Here are the matches for night 1 of WrestleMania. If I could correctly, night 1 card. And this is in no particular order, by the way. At all. This is in just absolutely no particular order. This is just how they're saying the cards are going to go. Night 1, the main event, more than likely will be the SmackDown Women's Championship between Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. So I will get my prediction on that in a second. The other matches are the match that opens this, and it's been confirmed, and it's not moving, is John Cena versus John Cena versus Austin Theory for the United States title. This is an interesting thing because I feel like Austin Theory really needs this win. With that being said, I get it. I get people are wanting John Cena to win this so he can do an open title. Open title in Monday. So here's the thing with Braun Breaker is this is going to be me fantasy booking because I know this isn't going to happen. This is again, disclaimer, this is fantasy booking and this is not actually happening. John Cena beats Austin Theory clean. I should mention he beats him clean with the 5 moves of doom and all that. John Cena wins the US title. the Monday after WrestleMania, so the Raw after Mania, John Cena opens the show, does the US title open challenge again. The first person to answer said open challenge is Braun Breaker, and Braun beats John Cena for the US title clean, and Braun Breaker is the new United States champion. Because, like I said, Braun's ready for the main roster. My personal opinion, I think he's ready for the main roster. Carmelo still needs I think needs a little bit of seasoning, a little bit, not too much. You don't want to overcook that because they have something hella special with Carmelo. So I think that's what will happen with the aftermath of said match. Do I think that's going to happen? No, absolutely not. Theory really needs this win, and what better way to do it is beat John Cena on the biggest stage any wrestler could ever ask for, the Showcase of the Immortals and all that, and beat him clean. Because here's the thing with John Cena. He's unlike certain other wrestlers. I'm not going to name names, but I'm just going to say certain other wrestlers. He knows when it's right to do the job and when Cena loses. The best example of him doing the job and losing clean was SummerSlam, I think it was either 2013 or 2014. No, it was SummerSlam 2013 when Bryan Danielson now, beat John Cena clean for the World Heavyweight title. I believe Triple H was special guest referee, and then Triple H hit a pedigree on Bryan, and then Randy Orton cashed in his Money in the Bank. Randy Orton was the World Heavyweight Champion and all that stuff. But that happened after Bryan Danielson beat John Cena clean for the World Heavyweight Champion. So that's my biggest example of, yeah, Cena can do the job when the time is right. So there's that. The next, again, these matches are in no particular order. We have the Usos going up against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn for the undisputed tag team champions. Look, I ain't gonna lie. This whole story with the bloodline and all that, besides Cody and Roman, like with Sami basically turning his back on the bloodline, not wanting to, hit Kevin Owens with a chair and all that at the Rumble in San Antonio, and that started him being ousted and all that. And then, Jay basically being like, what the hell? All this stuff. Like, this is like peak cinema at its fun. This is like theater at the highest form. This is like the most intriguing match leading into Mania because of all the storyline stuff that has been happening with Sami Zayn and the Bloodline and all that stuff. And Kevin Owens is in the mix too. With that being said, the way they had Sami Zayn and KO come back was a slow, methodical burn, and I loved it because they weren't going to. Because if Vince McMahon was still with creative, which he is not, they would have had Sami and KO be best of friends, literally the night after the Royal Rumble, or maybe that Friday, that SmackDown after the Rumble. Who knows? But the way they did this slow, methodical burn of a reunion, of a tag team reunion, was perfect. With that being said, I think KO, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn will win the undisputed tag team titles against the Usos. I think it's happening. They're, like Cody said in the promo, I think a week or two before his the go home show, he said you're gonna lose. He told Roman, you're gonna lose everything. Once you lose those, they're Jimmy and Jay, they're gonna lose their titles. Then Jay's going to leave. Then Roman's going to lose his titles. Then Solo's going to leave. Then Paul Heyman's going to leave. All that stuff. So, plus, I'm pretty sure that whole entire bloodline needs a well-deserved break after almost 2 years of just straight dominating the tag division and Roman just doing a even better version of Triple H's Reign of Terror. Now, I'm not saying it's as bad. That's the only really thing I can compare it to because of the stranglehold he has on said titles. So, there's that. So, I have KO and Sami Zayn winning against the Usos for the tag titles. The next match is the women's trios tag match with Trish Stratus, Lita, Becky Lynch, and going up against Damage Control. So I did see a video of, all 6 of these women in the ring. I guess they were on Miz TV or something like that. And I saw Trish Stratus, and I was like, Father Time has treated both Lita and Trish Stratus with the utmost amount of kindness. Because, Lord have mercy. Whew. They are aging like fine wine, especially Trish. Trish is... Oh, focus, Tom, focus. Either way, I really don't know who's gonna win this match. I don't know. I guess it was like it doesn't make sense to have because if I'm not mistaken, Becky and Lita are the women's tag team champions right now, so it wouldn't make sense to have Trish and Bayley ringside not wrestling. So it was like, might as well have them all wrestle. So, I really don't know who's gonna win this match. I really don't. You know what? I'm gonna flip a coin. I'm gonna figure this out. Heads, it's the team of Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus, and Lita. Tails, it's Damage Control. All right, are we ready? Alexa, flip a coin.
Okay. Heads.
All right, so I guess my echo said heads, so I guess the team of Trish Stratus, Lita, and Becky Lynch are going to be Damage Control. So there's that. The next match is Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. I don't even gotta tell you guys that Seth Rollins better fucking win this match, because if not, I'm gonna be pissed. Now, will this steal night one of the show? More than likely, because it's shown Logan Paul can wrestle and wrestle really good and ridiculously well. Apparently his contract is up after this Mania, and there was someone that tweeted, be like, where do you want to see Logan Paul go? Be like, anywhere else. I don't care. Not in a WWE ring anymore. If he loses, good riddance. I don't care. Even though at last year's WrestleMania, he did the best 3 amigos I have ever seen in my life. But I don't know. He should just stay with WWE and be like, whatever. And be like, whatever. Just wrestle SummerSlam and the Manias and the Rumble and all that shit. So there's that. So again, I have Seth Rollins winning this match. For the love of God, please, Seth, please win this match. So there's that. The next match is Rey Mysterio versus Dominic Mysterio. Father versus son. So. So the lead up to this match has been a very slow, methodical burn ever since Dominic left his dad's side. I believe it Clash at the Castle all the way back in 22, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, there's that. So this is a match a long time coming, where Rey swore that he would never put a hand on his child, even though Dominic was being like, I wish Eddie was my father. I hate you. All that stuff. He was being an angsty teen, all that stuff. Of course, he was bringing back the fact that, his custody was dangling on a chain and, briefcase. And, where was Vicky? Where's Vicky? Where is she? So there's that. I really hope Rey wins this match because, one, he is going into the Hall of Fame the Friday before the day of this podcast going out. So congratulations to Rey. You're still going. You're still kicking it. Good job for you. Keep kicking ass, my man. And you better beat your son's ass on Saturday, you better give him the whooping Eddie Guerrero would have given him. Like, I mean, let's talk about a thorough WWE 2K13 ass whooping, like you tweeted out so many years ago when you were on the cover. You better give your son an ass whooping he deserves. You better. That pop, if Ray wins, is gonna be awesome. That pop will be ridiculously cool. So nice. So, with that being said, Rey Mysterio is going to win this match. Now, is Dom going to use some nefarious heel tactics and have um, Damian Priest ringside? More than likely, yes. But I still think Rey's going to win this match. So, the next match is a quote men's. So this is a match basically be like, we don't have anything for you. Let's just make all these tag teams and let's call this a showcase match. So this is a men's showcase match. It's a fatal 4-way tag team match. The teams consist of Braun Strowman and Ricochet. Yes, this is a tag team, and I believe this has been a tag team since December of last year, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe earlier than that, for all I know. Against the Street Profits, against Alpha Academy, and the Viking Raiders. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I just hope all 8 of these guys have fun on Saturday. That's my official prediction. I just hope they have so much fun and steal the show. I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna give up for Street Profits. I don't know. There's no build up to this match. It's just to be like, we don't have, you know, they're not involved in any, they're not involved in the main event storyline. So it's like, well, just have all 4 of these teams just, wrestle each other for shits and giggles. So, and you know what's funny enough? This is the exact same thing for the women's tag teams as well. So I'll get into that in a second. So yeah, that's my official prediction. Street Profits will win this match. I don't know. And most likely the main event of the night, Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's title. I'll be honest, I really don't know who's going to win this match. I don't know who would. I really don't know what. See, here's the thing. Here, you know what? I'm going to say this. Rhea Ripley is going to win this match, and she's going to beat Charlotte. Now, that being said, there's really been no, and this will go for the Raw Women's Championship match. There really hasn't been that much of a build-up for said women's championship matches. Like, none really at all, because the main focus I feel like for creative, the creative team's main focus is the storyline with the bloodline and all that, Cody and Roman, the Usos, all that stuff, and that's their main focus. So there really hasn't been that much build up or hyping of this. I mean, yeah, each person has cut promos. They did and on the Raw side, they did the old Eric Bischoff strat where it'd be like, yeah, let's put the person that is the champion and the person challenging for said title in a tag team and call it good. Of course, that didn't work. So, spoiler, by the way, I don't really care. With that being said, I think another thing going into it is Rhea is going to be bitter because of how she lost her NXT title. Was 3 years ago. God, I cannot believe I've said 3 years ago. So, against Charlotte, during WrestleMania 36. I think it was 36. So there's that. Before everything, like when they were in the Performance Center, all that stuff. So there's that. I have Rhea Ripley winning the SmackDown Women's Championship. My main concern when she does win it is who the hell is she going to feud with after she's beaten Charlotte? That's my main concern when this happened. When said post WrestleMania feud happens. So that's going to be an interesting one. Damn, I'm thirsty. So that's pretty much night 1 of WrestleMania. Let's go on to night 2, which, by the way, we have no idea what match is opening night 2. For all we know. But here are the matches for night 2. We have the big one, the main event, the basically what is going to be a teaser trailer, a live action teaser trailer for the movie Oppenheimer. I'm talking about the match between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal title. The reason why I said a live action trailer for Oppenheimer is because Cody, leading up to said match against Mania, is there's going to be a ridiculous amount of pyro being lit during his entrance. And I mean, ridiculous. And I jokingly said off air, I'm like, it's nice to know that Cody's going to give us a live action trailer sneak peek of the atom bomb going off in Oppenheimer. So there's that. And of course, with Roman Reigns, if you've watched a WrestleMania or a Royal Rumble, he gets pyro, and he gets a lot, and he got a lot of pyro last WrestleMania when he won, when he came out to start the match and after the match. So there's that. But seriously, like the amount of pyro that is going to be lit off and all that is going to be downright ridiculous. Is it going to be awesome to see when I watch it? Yes, absolutely. I'm going to be like Edna mode when she was showing Helen all the the baby like Jack's suit when it's on fire and she's like, "Yes!" So, there's that. With that being said, I would like to also take note that going into this match, Roman, I don't think he's almost there yet. He's still got, I think, a couple more weeks. He is almost at 1,000 days. He's almost at 1,000 days as champion. And of course, some people are going to be like, well, he should win so he can get to 1,000 days. This man, look, I get he has a somewhat very laxative schedule, like now, rather than what he's had. He's had a very lax schedule compared to what he's had, in 2016, 2017 and all that stuff, before he had all the cancer treatment and all that. He was working a lot, and I mean a lot. And now he has a very lax schedule. So Cody is winning. Cody is winning. Like, how can he not win? And you know what's funny? Jeff Jarrett was interviewed, I think, this past week, and he said it would hurt Roman more to win. It would basically hurt Roman if he won. And I was like, very pot calling the kettle black right there, because of, the early days in TNA when it was like, yeah, maybe Jeff Jarrett shouldn't have been champion. But then again, if you look at the roster when TNA started, who the hell else were they? And I'd like to credit Brock for saying this, because he was the one that brought this up. He told me this. He said, "Who the hell else was it? They were going to put the title on Conan." And he said some other. There were some other people that were mentioned. Of course, my dumbass brain didn't forgot, but Conan was one of those names. And I was like, touche, touche, touche. So yeah, Cody is winning this match. We're going to get Oppenheimer levels of pyro after when Cody wins. And then the Raw after Mania, he's going to bring back the Winged Eagle belt. All that stuff's going to happen. So there's that. Cody Rhodes is winning. Again, these matches are in no particular order. This is just how they're set up on the pictures or whatever website I'm on right now. So there's that. The next match is Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship. I'll be honest, this again, like I said with SmackDown, there has been really no build up or hyping up of these matches at all. I get it; these are WrestleMania matches. Asuka won the, I believe she won the Elimination Chamber. Yeah, she won the Elimination Chamber to challenge Bianca for the Raw Women's Championship. I'd also like to mention that this is not regular Asuka that we've seen. This is Kana before she joined WWE and all that. This is Kana, the Kana version of Asuka, which is very nice. Which was a very nice surprise to see at the Royal Rumble, especially with that pop. So there's that. I really don't know who's gonna win this match. I'm gonna have to flip a coin again. Heads Bianca Belair, tails is Asuka. Alexa, flip a coin.
Okay.
We'll find out.
Heads.
Guess Bianca Belair's retaining. I guess she is. I don't know. Like, I really don't know because there's been no build up to said match. So it's like literally flipping a coin like I just did. So yeah, Bianca Belair's going to win, I think. I don't know. The coin, I can't go against the coin. So there's that. The next match is the match that I hope is the match that everyone is going to love. Big E likes to say it. Big, meaty men slapping motherfucking meat. Gunther, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre in a triple threat match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Look, I ain't gonna lie. I want Sheamus to win this match so bad, just so he can get the career Grand Slam. I want him to win this match so damn bad. He should have won when they were in Wales, because that match stole the damn show. And I feel like this match has the potential to steal night 2 of WrestleMania, because everyone's expectations going to night 2 is Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes is going to be the match of the night. While saying that, this match might sneak that title away. So there's that. So my official prediction: Sheamus is going to win the IC title and get that career Grand Slam. Finally, should have done it when they were in Wales, but that's a whole other thing. The next match is Brock Lesnar versus Omos. Look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm going into this match with literal zero expectations. Like, this is a Vince McMahon match if I've ever seen one myself, even though he is not really with the company as much anymore. Thirsty. So, look, I don't know. I feel like Brock Lesnar sooner or later is going to retire soon. So I think he's just going to be like, just, having fun. I mean, this is the version of Brock Lesnar that he's just got the cowboy hat, the samurai hairdo, all that stuff. And he's just enjoying the ride before, he calls it a career. So there's that. With that being said, I think Brock Lesnar's going to win because, there's always those Mania moments where, Claudio Castagnoli lifting up the Big Show during the Andre the Giant Battle Royal Memorial to win it. There's those kind of things, then there's Undertaker, Brock Lesnar beating the streak, all that stuff. Becky, winning both SmackDown and Raw women's titles, that kind of stuff. I feel like with this one, obviously the big thing is, can Brock Lesnar F5 Omos? This man is like 410. This man is giant. I should know. We saw him like, I think last year. Yeah, last year. Last year in St. Louis at the Royal Rumble. He a big motherfucker. He is huge. Then again, he did play basketball, I think, for South Florida. So there's that. He's a big fucking guy. Huge. He's huge. So it would totally make sense if Brock Lesnar's going to F5 that man for the win. So there's my thing. Brock Lesnar's going to win with an F5. So there's that. The next match is going to be a motherfucking humper of a match. Edge versus Finn Balor. Actually, Edge versus the Demon Finn Balor inside Hell in a Cell. So I'd like to take note that for the past, what I would like to say year, is that Edge has had the problem with Judgment Day, which is ironic because that's like one of the factions he created. So there's that. This is the payoff. This is a feud ending match, by the way. Finally, Hell in a Cell is going to be properly used storyline wise. This will be it between Judgment Day and Edge. Hopefully. I don't know. I'm not really confident in that. So, I really don't. It's inside Hell in a Cell. They're bringing back the OG cell finally. No more red crate. No more that god awful red ugly crate. Hopefully that stays and they don't bring that ugly shit back. So, that being said, I'll be honest. I don't know who's gonna win this match. I feel like Edge would benefit more because it's like, yeah, the babyface finally overcame the Thorn heel group and all that stuff, which would be great to see. With that, you know what? Yeah, that being said, Edge is winning this match. So, yeah, Edge will finally beat Finn Balor, and this will be the end of this feud because this is a payoff match. Finally, they're finally using Hell in a Cell properly as a payoff match. Not that they've done it before, but like they haven't done it years prior properly. Because I think if I remember correctly, there was one where it was Roman Reigns, and I forget who else was in that match, but Mick Foley was special guest referee, and then Brock Lesnar interrupts said match, and then we never get a finish. And then there's the other one that we do not speak of because if I do, I would get pissed off all over again. Certain people know which one I'm talking about. The one that was stopped because of disqualification. I'm going to leave it at that because if I say anything more, I'm going to get very, very angry. So, yeah, Edge beats Finn Balor inside Hell in a Cell. That way, this will be it. Thank God. The next match is, like I said, the women's showcase match where it's like we don't have anything else to do with the card. So let's just put these all in a tag match. The teams consist of Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Shotzi Blackheart and Natalya going up against Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler going up against Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. Yes, this is a tag team. Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green are a tag team because I believe before the week before this upcoming Go Home show, their tag team was established because they kept nagging Adam Pearce to be like, put me on WrestleMania, all that stuff. Also, it's very criminal that the Andre the Giant Battle Royal is going to be relegated to the Friday before WrestleMania, where it's like, look, I get that some of these shows, like I get in years prior before they started doing this 2 nights, which was the best decision they ever made. But prior to that, where it was like these 5.5, 6 hour mega shows, where it was like, yeah, we'll just do this on the pre-show and all that. So I don't know. Who do I want to win that match? Because it's criminal that both LA Knight and Bobby Lashley are going to be in this match. I really want LA Knight to win it. So there's that. Also, speaking of future booking, if it's not going to be Braun Breaker, my other person that's going to come out to the open challenge for John Cena and win it is going to be LA Knight. So there's that, because I feel like they need to put a title on his ass ASAP. Hopefully that'll be Cody's first feud, him against LA Knight. Oh my god, that match. Oh my god, oh my god, the promos out of that will be fantastic. So, there's that. For this one, I really don't care. I just hope all the girls have fun during this and just enjoy the moment, because this probably wasn't going to be put on the card for all we know. So, I don't know. Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey win. There's my prediction. So, there's that. Where am I at? 45 minutes. God damn. So, this is going to do it for this episode of We Are Not Entertainment WrestleMania preview and predictions edition. I've been Tommy Haley. You can find me on Twitter at dude_rex14. D and R are capitalized. You guys can follow the channel at Bcard Entertainment at B_card ENT. The B, the C, and the E are all capitalized. Little preview for Big Time Talkers. We're obviously going to talk about the Royals are shit again, like I said during this episode. Probably the Final Four. And other things. So, other than that, I will see you guys then. Bye-bye. Drink water.